Let's get into the video, man. Age of the broken video games.
I think the first thing that comes to mind when I think of the PS4 and Xbox One
Exercise ball
is all of the games that released in just a totally busted state. Don't get me wrong, broken games have existed since long before the PS4 and Xbox. Shout out Superman 64. Hi Clark, how are you? Good to see you.
I didn't like flying through the rings.
Lasered that professor. But there definitely weren't nearly as many big budget AAA busters. You know, Big Rigs is barely comprehensible, but that game was made by one man in a pond, not a giant AAA Megatron. Back in the prehistoric days of the Xbox 360 and PS3, downloading an update to fix issues or add stuff to your disc-based game.
I remember that. I remember that screen, and I don't remember that screen because I had an Xbox. My cousin had one. And his shit was slow. I remember I was so mad, bro. I was at my cousin's house for 2 days, and his shit was updating for a whole day. A whole day. I was like, bro, we can't play. He was like, no, we can't play, man. I'm like, bro, I should have never came over here.
A fairly new concept, but like an actually pretty cool concept. Wait, so the interweb can make like already legendary game even more legendary by downloading this epic.
Yeah, that joint was terribly slow.
Pretty like a boss. I see no way this could ever end badly for the consumer. In 2007, I just saw my
He didn't have to drag us like that.
The disc
he
inside that
me,
case
bro.
you just bought is practically
dead
weight the second you've installed the game and downloaded the likely necessary giant update full of fixes not included on the disc. Because the disc was actually manufactured months prior to the game's set release date, and the developers kept working on stuff during that time.
PS4 update. This is what I hate about the PS4. The copying. When you had an update or something, the update for me was normally cool. It was cool. But then the copying took 50 hours, bruh. 50 hours, bruh. Like, bro, I'm like, oh, an update going cool, man. We gonna be on it. We gonna be on it in a couple minutes. Give me 15 minutes. I come back in 20 minutes. It's a copying 1%. I'm like, well, okay, whatever. It might go faster. It might go faster. I mean, go do something else. Come back 20 minutes later, copying 2%. Like, bro, what are you copying? What are you copying? Stop. I didn't ask you to do that. Just download, bro. It was so trash on that. That was so trash, bro. Oh my God, what's good? Yeah, what's good, girlfriend? What's poppin'? You talking about copying on PS4s? Did your shit ever do that, bro? Or you had to like copy and update, and it took years? Yeah, because it was off hard drive speed and not internet. Like that's what be happening on Steam. Steam got the same feature, y'all. If you preload a game, you could download it, you could preload it, right? But then it has to basically copy to your drive. And it's the same thing. You're gonna be sitting there forever because it's off drive speed and not internet speed, bro. It's ridiculous.
Likely because the publisher
that's why I don't preload games no more
early
on Steam.
We're just like, it's fine. Everyone has the internet. You'll fix it in time. Just never stop working. You don't have to see your family. Your family is dumb. Your families are literally the cringiest idiots I've ever seen. Why do you want to go home to them?
What am I doing today, man? Couple reactions and then playing Tekken.
Will just be a doctor's note that tells
playing
me
some Tekken, learning a new character.
My son actually does own the game now. Go ahead and give him the necessary day one flu shot. Oh my God, it's 87 gigabytes. Fallout 76 didn't even actually come with a disc, so
if you got an SSD, it's a little faster.
Psychotic Reddit dungeon. Basically, if you don't have internet access nowadays,
I ain't had no SSD on my P4.
But my goal with this video isn't just to be like, wow, things used to be better back in the day, and now they're all bad.
You learn that Jack 7.
It's not that
so I can play Jack 8 better in Tekken 8.
Big budget broken video games exist for a lot of reasons.
We're a big Robo Man.
Making video games is just really, really hard. I have been openly critical of many big budget.
I actually made I made 2 video games in my life, y'all. And none of them was good. None of them was great. I made one in high school for my capstone project to graduate. Then I made one in college. One was a platformer and the other one was a beat 'em up. But I wish I still have my college laptop. I gave it to one of my friends, and I ain't seen that shit yet. I mean, at all. But them files is on there. That second game I made was funny as hell. I just want y'all to know the animations I was making for that fighting game was crazy, bro. I would learn how to use Unity again, but it's updated and stuff. Shit's different, but I wish I had proof of concepts. Always keep your hard drives. I gave the whole laptop to him. he got it, bro. He had it. I ain't had that laptop in my world since 2019. When I built this PC, I just gave a whole computer away. But that game was hilarious, bro. I wish I had proof, man. I need to build it again, rebuild it, but it was so goofy.
Games on this channel, but I hope
So goofy.
that I've always made
Making games is hard, though.
Pepsi clear.
It's probably easier now with all this AI stuff.
Work very hard for very long.
I can see how I can see it being easier now
to make even seemingly simple stuff like this possible. And it's crazy. And in order for a game to be even
why you in my character,
good
girl,
by
man? What's
general
wrong with you?
public, gameplay, sound,
You
story,
my character,
characters, performance, all of these things have to perfectly align in the gamer night sky. Obviously,
Bro,
modern
you spit it.
technology has made creating virtual worlds a lot easier than it was back in the 80s
That's
or
the
90s.
tech
and I
demo
think we
that made
often
Forspoken.
take that for granted. We've come a long way from the days where 3D was a bit more of a fluid, abstract concept like jazz, and you aimed a gun with the same finger you drove James Bond with. But with better tools and better hardware comes bigger projects, with bigger budgets, with bigger teams, with bigger lists,
Oh
of
God,
bigger
my hook go
problems
crazy.
that your big ass better fix with
I
your
got
big
hard drives from
tractor.
08,
And if you've
and I'm
ever been
certain
hanging
it's
out with
gross.
a big group, you know that even
Listen,
doing
man,
something
guys,
as simple
porn
as
on
deciding
there.
where to go for dinner can quickly become a f***ing boss fight. Especially when your friend's mom, who's paying for the dinner, has all these crappy dinner demands because she's trying to satisfy
Why
her
she look
dinner
like that?
shareholders. This metaphor is getting a little goofy. I think you get the point. I know half of you are just thinking about Michael Clayton still. So I think the first obvious reason for
wasn't.
AAA games releasing in a broken state is that game development is just insanely hard and requires so much dedicated collaboration and efficient time management, and it's a miracle that any video game ever gets finished and even exists at all, and all video games should go to heaven. The second reason is
Nah, I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. Because a lot of these games that be coming out from like small studios be working. They work. I get it's hard, but to make a working product, I can't say that's a big task, bro. To make something that works. Making a car is hard. I can't go build a car. But 99% of cars that come out the factory work. 99% of games that come out of studios don't. I'm just saying. It can't be that hard, bro. It can't be that hard to make a working product. Now, hard to make a good product, yes. Working product, that should literally be the bare minimum.
okay, buddy, that's enough out of you. Hi, I'm Jakey. Jakey.
I can't
Attorneys at law. And I'm here to tell you about
Indie
today's
games
video
definitely be going
sponsor,
crazy.
PayPal
They
Honey.
be going
Honey
crazy.
is a free online
What's the
shopping
ad?
tool that automatically searches for
Hey,
promo
watch the
codes
ad,
at
man,
checkout,
guy.
like a little deal detective, so that you don't have to. Honey works
If you
for
know,
so
you
many
know.
things that you're probably already buying, like shoes.
It's about
or
scaling the
chairs,
tool to
on
make them.
websites
And it is
you're
about
probably
scale,
already
but
shopping.
I feel like if
And
you
did I
got the
mention that it's
scale
completely
to build a
free?
big
Hey, no
game,
objections over here.
you just the minimum still should be it works.
Anytime you see
Like,
your little dancing
it don't have
detective
to
up here, just click apply.
be a good
coupons,
game.
and that
Like,
little
I get-
shorty
it's
do
really
his
hard
thing
to make
try
a good
save
game.
you some money.
But
I
to make
recently
it
needed
working,
a new
you
lawyer
should not
briefcase
drop a
because my
game if it
previous
don't work,
one was
bro.
covered
It's insane.
in so much mud for reasons I'm not
You don't get a
at liberty to
pass.
say. So
You don't get a
naturally,
pass for that.
I looked online for a cute new backpack that I could take into the courtroom, and Honey found a coupon for it. Whether you
Yeah,
use
a lot of
Google
companies
Chrome,
do promise too
Opera,
much
Firefox,
that they can't
Safari,
deliver on. It'd
or
be
for
like
whatever reason, Microsoft
shit that
Edge,
you-
can add
it's
Honey
out of this
to your
world.
browser for free
Out of this world.
joinhoney.com
And it don't be nothing.
/NakeyJake. Using my
yeah,
special
Anthem and Anthem was sounding. You know what? Anthem tricked me twice. You said Anthem games like Anthem never recovered. Anthem tricked me twice. It tricked me with that good gameplay. Gameplay was solid. It was so fun to play. Then it had no content. None. After you hit like level 26, there was nothing to do. You had nothing. You have done everything in the game. You're not even max level. And then, years down the line, they was talking about doing a revamp of Anthem, telling me all this goodness that's gonna happen, all these changes. all this content. I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna be good. I can't wait. And then they was like, nope, actually, we are canceling it. Yay. Like, bro, why get me hyped the second time? Why did you promise this? Why didn't you just shut up and do it, bro? You could have shut up and do it. Like, bro, I hate that. What's good, bro? A lot of issues with game devs with the publisher side. Them release dates, that release date push, and them investors, they be, nagging them and being annoying. I wish that pressure didn't exist. I wish that pressure didn't exist for a lot of these people. Like if that pressure didn't exist for Cyberpunk, um, that game would have came out in the state that it's in now. Actually playable, actually good. I'm not gonna say all issues in game that come from the publishers. I'm not gonna say that. Cause look at Diablo 4. There's no publisher pressure in Diablo 4. That game right now, that season is as by itself. That's because the developers are bad. They have not, but then again, look, they have 9,000 people with their hands in the pot. 9,000 people are all not good at their job. I was saying that the other day. There's only about 15% of people in this world that know how to do their job. 9,000 people in Blizzard, 9,000 of them don't know how to do. Not all 9,000 of them don't know how to do their job. Bro. I can't say everything is through the publishers. Some devs just are bad. Okay, some developers just are bad. All right. No, they don't dictate everything devs do. Now monetization and money, yeah, yeah, but they don't dictate everything. Some developers they just not it. They're just not it, bro. Like I said, you notice because modders exist. It be modders that are more skilled with the game engine that they ripped off somebody for that game than the people that work for them. That is how you know that it has nothing to do with publishing or nothing. That is just the developer being bad. That is just a developer that had enough money to go to college and get that job versus somebody that was probably broke, was on their ass and learned how to do the shit and do it better. That is be the difference sometimes. Like, did anybody see that video of Blizzard employees playing Diablo 4? Like they was playing it like garbage because they didn't know how to play the game. They make the game and they don't know how to play the game. What that blows my mind. How do you make this game and don't know how to play it, bruh? That is crazy. Just like these gaming journalists that don't know how to play the game. Why are you journaling? You don't know how to play the game. What are you talking about? That been pissing me off in the gaming industry for a long time, bro. Long time. Like, bro, that's it. Yeah, niggas just filled out more job applications. That's it. That's it. They don't even be good. Don't even be good. That's why I don't want to. I ain't trying to let him get away with that excuse that games are hard. That's why they come out like this. No, hell no. Be better at your job, or yeah, be better at your job. Know how to play the game. Understand the game. Nigga, do something, bro. Because I'm not about to be like, oh my god, it's hard. Oh, it's hard. I don't give a fuck. Niggas do it every day. Niggas at Larian did it with 400 people. You telling me Blizzard can't do it with 9,000? Hey, come on, man. And I know they're not gonna like to hear that argument. They about to be all in. Oh no, you can't expect that from us. Oh, that's a fluke, ugly, bro. Yeah, whatever, nigga. I hate it, bro. Games as a service model is more Activision than Blizzard. Yeah, it's the games as a service model that's fucking shit up. But let me read the whole thing. Games as a service model is more Activision than Blizzard. Uh, they want to turn every game into COD, and they probably do. Yeah, because the Overwatch, Nat Disaster. No, Redfall was. Yeah, it was Redfall had nothing to do with publishers. Yeah, that game was just ass. That game was just ass. Like you could tell when the game had publisher problems and not like developer problems. Like Cyberpunk was a full on publisher problem. Like that was a full on investor problem. Them niggas was getting hounded by investors to release that game and drop it. Cause nigga, they could have dropped it in the state it's in right now. They had more time. But niggas was bullshitting. Like they made good ass shit. And it came out good. It was buggy. The game underneath the bugs was great. It was just buggy. They just had to fix it. It was never but. You know what I'm saying? Redfall actually was a publisher. The publisher made them make a multiplayer game, and the devs didn't want to. They asked ZeniMax to cancel the game. The publisher didn't want it. Oh wait, you right. You right. That's Arcane. I mean not Arcane. Who made the Dishonored niggas? You right. You right. I take that back. I take that back. They wasn't built for that. They weren't never built for that. I take that back. They was tripping with that one. That was a publisher problem. Yeah, I forgot who made that shit. Cause they made Dishonored and all the other good shit, the time loop, death loop shit. Yeah, they do good with that. They was not built for shooters. I don't understand what the fuck. Yeah, that was dumb as hell. Yeah, that was dumb as hell. Whew. That pissed me off. That shit pisses me off, bro. That shit pisses me off. Let me play the video. That took like 30 minutes to yell.
Link helps the channel and is greatly
And we still in the
appreciated
ad.
by
I didn't
all
even-
of the attorneys here at Jakey, and Jakey, and Jakey, and Jakey, and Jakey, and Jakey. Thank you to Honey for
They
sponsoring
definitely
this
should have just made
video,
it
and now
Dishonored 3.
let's
I would have
get
loved
on
that.
back to this episode
I would have
of
loved that, bro.
Mabo Jabo and the age of Michael Clayton. As most of you in the audience know, new video games sell around $60, or I guess now $70 on PS5 and Xbox Series S. X, why the
You're right. I had to get that yell out.
and it's been around
was
that
building up.
$50 to $60 price point for a while, even though AAA games take
I
way
would say
longer
you
to
scrapped
make
the
now
idea.
and have way bigger
good,
budgets
Dip.
than back in the day when I was
Villain,
starting.
don't talk to Dimple
So because
today.
of all that, and also
Gonna
inflation,
expose your ass on
in
Twitter
some
again.
cases, it's kind of a steal to get a game like Elden Ring for only $60 when Eternal Ring was $50 23 years ago. And the swords in that game are tiny. They're not nearly as
Please.
girthy or as long as Elden Ring. You go out in public with that shrinky dink, I'll kick your ass. Donkey Online has a really good video about video game pricing that you should go watch later, but not right now. If you leave, you won't see how I learned
I
how
will
to
leave
spin.
right now.
I'm gonna spin later. You're gonna want to see that.
Dem, how
if
you
you're a
doing? How was your
company whose
art?
main priority at the end of the day is just to generate as much profit as humanly possible, why not
I'm still your art.
cut a few corners, assuming
I'm
that
gonna
your
remove your
reputation
your
isn't
watermark
all
and
that
say it's mine.
important to you. Because if it's a choice between
Okay with that?
spending millions of dollars for every month that you lengthen development time to ensure that you release a relatively
Finish
bug-free
it?
and
Yeah,
finished
I'm about to steal
product, and hope it eventually pays off, because
I'm
lots of
gonna
people
put my
recognize
watermark
that it's
over
good
your watermark.
quality and buy it and sing your praises and you win awards at the big
Thought we were
show.
friends?
And Jeff
We are,
goes,
man. I'm a
"Oh
thief."
man, your game is so big.
friends with a
It's
clip?
the biggest game
Friends
I've
with a
ever
klepto.
seen, dude." Which is all a very big gamble.
Look what I
for
made,
B,
guys.
set a very unrealistic
Better not
release date
post it
that
on
you
Twitter.
know damn well you will not make, and
Better not
force
post
your
it on
team to
Twitter.
crunch their asses
take
off
it.
only to still release a broken game that you'll maybe eventually fix.
Bro, this was I got this bug when it first came out. That shit was hilarious. Bro, but I got it on a motorcycle and I got it in a car. So my mans was just T-posing up above the car. That shit was hilarious.
With a giant update long after release and after you've already made all
Yeah,
your
the watermark's
money.
gonna be
To make
holding
sure you
hands.
definitely see a return on your giant investment and satisfy your investors, you do all these pre-order bonuses and fancy trailers with celebrities just to
drive?
guarantee
I know how to
that
fly
people buy
planes.
your game before gamers can even know that the game is busted as hell, because
That's right, yeah, I
you've
know.
also made it so that no publication can drop a review for the game until the day the
What is
game
this?
comes out, which should be illegal. Yeah, if the only thing you care about is sales in your quarterly reports, you're definitely planting at bomb site B, just like Ubisoft and EA and Bethesda and Square Enix and Activision.
I used to want to, bro. I really do hate. I wish I can go. I did answer your question. I said, yeah. I wish I could go back in time and smack myself in 10th grade. Because I really did have a passion for these companies, bro. I wanted to work at these three. Right there, bro. Activision, Bethesda, and Ubisoft. I made a whole presentation for it, bro. I wish I could walk in that presentation room and just smack myself across the desk. Like, correct. The presentation got me an A. Like, I had a 98 on the presentation. It was a good presentation. I want to smack myself right after I do it. Just walk in, just grown ass man walk in and look like me. No. And I come back to the past. I mean, come back to the future. I wonder where my life would be right now. Probably wouldn't have went to school for game development or nothing like that, or IT shit. I remember Assassin's Creed came out and had those glitches. Assassin's Creed come out with glitches any Ubisoft game that dropped has bugs and glitches. Every last one of them. Nothing from Ubisoft come out stable on PC. Nothing. Not nary a game. Nary a game. Do you play 2K? No.
And CD Projekt Red and Microsoft. Like several times. You very rarely see Sony or Nintendo or Rockstar publish a big broken, unfinished mess because they know that their reputation is a big reason people purchase games that have their cute little sexy
This is my favorite game series, and I can't disagree.
2, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, God of War, all of
I really can't.
Sony exclusives.
I cannot disagree with
that.
that.
Relatively bug-free and complete states. And
it's in my heart, bro. I can't get rid of it.
I said
I'm gonna play the new one. Just like I played the last one.
Doesn't mean that those devs didn't have to crunch like hell to reach the finish line. No, unfortunately, crunch is a huge problem across the entire industry, and even Golden Girl publishers and developers like Sony and Naughty Dog aren't exceptions to that. It's still very much not ideal, but apparently even Golden Girls like Nintendo or Rockstar.
I read a book about a time traveler who ends kicking his own ass and being haunted by different versions of himself. Yeah, I need that, bro. I need a different version of me to come through and like enlighten me, bro. Hell, I need a different version of me to come through today. Let me know, nigga. Knock me out if this streaming shit ain't gonna work, nigga. So I can go back to IT, nigga, because it's hard out here, nigga. I'm tired of not sleeping.
Championship belt. They push Site B2. It's B, rush B, rotate B, rotate B. The GTA Definitive Trilogy was one of the most appalling and disappointing re-releases of a beloved franchise.
This was terrible.
That the world has ever seen. And this is Rockstar, the company that put out this game, and this game, and this game, and this game. And fuck it, even this game is amazing. And you know money isn't tight with how much of a cash cow GTA 5 continues to be 10 years later. Like, this isn't an indie publisher rushing out Hog Simulator 3 because they're strapped for cash after their Kickstarter failed. No, this is Rockstar. It's just greed. I don't know if it falls on Rockstar or their parent company Take-Two.
Probably Take-Two.
But at some point, someone
Take-Two.
or someone
Take-Two controls Rockstar.
Okay, we'll do it live. And Nintendo,
they
just published
right
the
around balls and make them move whenever they want.
Pokemon games to ever exist. Games now famous online.
He basically invented the time machine and became his own worst enemy.
And even if there's a fun game buried underneath all the bugs, it should be illegal to advertise and sell a product in this state. And that brings me to my final reason that I think broken AAA
Pokemon was bad, bro.
You. I touched on this in my ads and video games video, but oh my god,
niggas keep buying them?
pre-ordering games. That's why these companies keep promising to serve you hot lunch square pizza and then go, psych, you're getting swapped! Because they know the average consumer is gullible as hell and overly trusting and super loyal to their favorite thing, and they prey on those sensibilities to make sure that your money ends up in their pocket. And it does.
You know, this is why reasons like this is what made me stop pre-ordering. Like, I don't even pre-order games I think are good. They're gonna come out good. Like unless like, yeah, no, I don't even remember the last time I pre-ordered a game without getting like a benefit. Because I guess technically, if you buy something that got an early access to it, it's still a pre-order. I don't even know if that counts. Because I bought Baldur's Gate years ago, but you can access the early access and play it. I don't know if you count it as a pre-order. That's the only type of pre-orders I do. But I don't pre-order shit, and ever. Like I ain't even pre-ordering Tekken, and I think Tekken will come out great. I don't pre-order nothing. This because of shit like this, bro. I hate it.
Every single time. Pokemon was busted as hell and still sold 20 million copies. It's like serious gamer Stockholm syndrome where people will watch a pre-release review for a game like Dying Light 2 on IGN or GameSpot and defend the game like their fucking life depends on it, even though they haven't even played it yet. Okay guys, but remember, this is without the day one patch, and we all know those usually fix everything. You can't spell ignorant without IGN or ants. Even months after the damage is done, done, and a broken product has sold
What game
millions
is
of
this?
copies because apparently
Anthem?
gamers have toasters for brains. People in the
Fucking
comments
Anthem.
will once again applaud and defend companies like EA or CD Projekt Red for sticking with their game and fixing it long after release, which it's like,
Right, a
does that
different
deserve
version.
some
You hop
level
out
of
of nowhere
praise?
and kick
Maybe?
your ass.
You know what I
Punch your
mean?
white
It's like you
battery
buy
in.
a taco for the full price because you were
Hey,
advertised.
bro. You know what? I'm cool with that. Because I'm going to eventually get revenge on myself. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it to me. You know, I'm going to hold my L right then and there. Then when it was my time to come and hop in the time machine, I'll pop out on myself and do it again. Man. Yeah, smash my wife. I'm going to get my dub back. I'm going to get my dub back, bro.
Full taco on the fucking taco screen. And when you get that taco, you open up the greasy paper just to see a busted ass half taco shell.
Oh, God,
with
put it in
only
the game, bro.
beans on it's only beans. Oops, all beans. And then 6 months later, a Taco Bell employee rings your doorbell and gives you the other half of that busted taco that still doesn't have all the meat on it that they promised. And your response is to
analogy.
start clapping? Like, what the fuck? And don't get me wrong, definitely throw love to the hardworking individual devs that actually got in the crunchy taco shell trenches and coated this broken mess back together. But give zero fucking credit to the shitty overlord Taco Bell EA Corporation responsible for that broken taco that you paid full price for in the first place. God damn it, I need a taco or at least a churro to the throat. Fucking God. A lot of initially broken games can eventually blossom into really good ones, like No Man's
Thank you,
Sky,
bro.
Master Chief Collection. Final Fantasy XIV was like
More gifts.
Thank you for the biddies. This nigga said, nah. What the fuck? Only bean taco is definitely enough to get RKO. Only bean taco? You gotta go. Check my posture. Bro. Who are you? My mom? You bitch.
completely reborn, pun intended, and people love it now, and that's awesome. But this cycle will repeat
Final Fantasy
as
was
long as
amazing.
gamers continue to buy games and pre-order
I mean, it is
games
amazing, not
before
now,
even
but
knowing if it runs as
back
well
then.
as the pudding on their treadmill. The only possible change starts with you and what you choose to spend your money on. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep getting anthems shoved into our ant holes. But you know what they say, you can't spell Nakey Jakey without Jane. Or Kevin. I'm gonna start uploading more stuff to Jaquan the Jequel, so if you want to go subscribe to my twin, you can get some indie slop in between my AAA Prestige exclusive DLC.
It ain't gonna stop though, man. We ain't never gonna stop getting broken games, bro. I will say that the beginning of what happened at the beginning of the year? Forspoken? Hogwarts. I'll say I ain't complaining about a broken game in a minute. That's all I'm gonna say. Which is really good. Because some of these games be coming out. Nah, wait, Wild Hearts. That was February. Star Wars. Yeah, man. I take that statement back. It's been broken games this year. It's been broken games this year, bro. My fault. Star Wars is the last one I can remember. Star Wars was broken. Star Wars is super broken for me right now. I can't even play that shit right now. First like 4 or 5 games that came out this year was fucked up. That's what I'm saying. Like Hogwarts was bad for a couple people. Forspoken was. We're not gonna talk about how much times that crashed my stream. But it's been a couple games coming out good too that came out real nice. I'm trying to remember them though. Like that's sad that I can't remember. I didn't commit them to memory, but I committed the bad ones to memory. Damn. Anyway, I can't think of my closing statement. It's not happening. But people say gonna buy broken games. I ain't gonna lie. It's not gonna change. Like he said, it stops with you, and a lot of the users that we have in this gaming community are stupid, and they just gonna throw their money at anything and be stupid. So